Well, hello and welcome. This is Delta Juliet 6 Kilo Romeo, and today I want to present you a little bit about my EDC everyday carry kit concerning ham radio and a little bit more. And I want to show you how I made that somehow modular design. Now, the basis of the whole kit is this backpack. It's made by the company Miltech. And it's a rather small backpack, so you see it's like a few hands wide, but my hands are rather big, so you get the whole picture. Maybe something you know is inside the radios that I have at the left and the right side. They're in so-called molly pouches, and they hook up to this molly webbing. It's all over the backpack on these pouches here and on the sides. And therefore I can hook up radios in those, they're Mac pouches or something, like my Retevis RT8 DMR transceiver. And over here, my Yaesu FT1 X-ray Delta. And both of them do like 2 meters 70 centimeters, but this one does DMR and analog, and this one does C4 FM, the Yaesu Fusion, and analog and RPRS. That's what I use that mainly for. That's also why it's got the long whip antenna. Plus, for the looks, it is cool if you have that dangling around on your backpack. Now you can put them on the side. And the real problem starts inside. Now, I have a backpack that can be fitted rather small with those straps on the side here. You pull them in and it gets very thin, like roughly one hand or something. But if you need more space, there is plenty of space available. You see it expands a lot. Now you can use all that volume. And if you use all that volume, you'll get a problem, especially if you're into electronics or ham radio stuff. You've got a lot of cables and they all tangle together and stuff. And in order to prevent that, this is my solution. My solution are little packs, modular packs, where I have different things in different bags. You see, sometimes if I have a special cable that I only carry around for a special occasion, like this programming cable for my Yaesu radio, I have that like just in there. But for example, the charging adapter for the Yaesu radio that I always have with me has a rather long cable, which is good if you have like a power source that is a little off the reach. But all this cable here is always dangling around in every other people's backpacks. Mine is not, because it gets in, closed, and those bags here, they're homemade by my wife. They don't add too much weight. They do not add volume, really. They can be folded in or whatever you would like to call that. And therefore I can still just drop things in or get things out quickly, but I don't have to like always untangle everything. I just grab in. I know, okay, the one with a funny owl, for example, that is my smartphone kit. I said it's about electronics, and for example, for digital modes, I need electronics and they need power. So I have an external power source where you can plug in USB and stuff. It's waterproof, very great. Now, in order to plug things in, I also need the USB cable here attached to a standard USB charging port that you get with the iPhone. And now with this cable, I have all the most important connectors: old iPhone, micro USB, new iPhone, the Lightning one, and mini USB, which is very interesting for some cameras. And now I have a USB cable for each and every one of them. In here, I take, now where have I put it? Of course, back in here, see? I take that, bring it in, and therefore I know if I've got this back, I've got everything I need for portable power of my smartphone, tablet, or whatever that I carry around with me. Or for example, if I need a toothbrush, that's just right here. There is a little pouch already in the backpack, so I use that as well. For example, I have this nice little case for my iPhone head plugs, and therefore all this cable stuff, for example here, it's automatically, if you put that in here, it's automatically wrapped up, but all the other cables are in those little bags and they don't tangle around or not into each other. Now here I have a bag that is as well small enough to put just things in, and it's big enough, it opens wide, so you can grab in, search for something, it's rather quick. I have a USB stick, Batman, stuff like that. And down here, this is where the magic happens. Ta-da! This is where I keep my Yaesu radio, my FT817, labeled with my great call sign. I think that's the way you want to see it, DJ6KR. And all this fits down here, together with some emergency ponchos in case someone forgets his rain jacket or something. I've been a hero with that quite some times. Now, down here there's two other things. A lighter, made by the company Wenger. And in Germany we call that Göffel. I think the American or English slang would be spork. So we have a spoon and little fork tips up here, and something they might even call a knife, but well, not so much of a real knife. If I need one, I've got a multi-tool with me, Leatherman Wave. I'll give you a review of that later. It's just up here for easy grabs. And therefore everything is ordered. I know where everything is and how to find it. And in the end, I can, by this Molly system, easily add things. So, for example, if I want to use the FT817 on shortwave, I get this pouch, and I either put it in the backpack or on the backpack with the Molly webbing on this side. And therefore I can decide whether I put it in and have a rather small pack, or put it out on the backpack and have more space for other things in the backpack. And in here is all my stuff, and you can see if this chaos just went in my backpack, everything would get very, very, very messy. About this, there will be a different video someday, then you will know what's in here. And as I don't want to starve or get thirsty, I got a bottle also with Molly webbing. You can see here those straps. You can attach that again on the outside of the backpack or put it in. It's just regular size for the US Army bottles, I think, or something. And finally we have this, or I have this belt made by a company in Germany called Gürtel Extrem, so Belts Extreme. And they make this great belt with a very, very heavy duty latch. And once again, Molly webbing here. So we have these loops again, and I can attach my pouches or stuff. So if I want to attach them on my belt, I can do that. If I want to put them on my back, I can do that with the very same system. Nice stuff. And therefore, all this stuff can easily be packed away and be very, very tidy and tiny, and I can reach everything quite fast. I can build up a station, I can throw it back in the backpack, and the next day I can get it out once again without it having a total messy knot of you know, that famous knot that the Alexander the Great had to tie off. I don't even know what's that called anymore. So I hope you liked the video. Have a look at my blog. It's sikujena.de, so German blog, but I also have the English translations of a lot of my articles up there. You will find things about ham radio, and I hope you like this video. I hope you'll like the new videos that are up to come, and therefore 73 bye bye DJ6KR.